Hello everyone, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here with my Thrifty Tuesday video, and so the last 2 weeks I've done video thrifting without shopping because my youngest son had brought me a box of goodies, and so I went through that box. It took me 2 weeks to get through that box. And when I was showing him, I said last week, when I was showing him, like, look what you brought me, look what was in there. He said, oh yeah, I forgot to bring down the second box. I was like, second box? Yeah, bring it down. So he did bring it down. And so I looked through it and I'm going to show you what was in there. It's pretty cool. It was actually apparently this lady's old cookbook stash. Like just her old cookbooks that she threw up in there, up in the attic, and so when he cleaned out the attic, there they were, and he brought them home. So I'm going to show you. There's some cool ones, really cool ones in here. I don't know if they're all cool, but like this one, I don't know. Don't Eat Your Heart Out cookbook. So it's apparently a heart healthy cookbook. It still could be interesting here, and it could be, I mean, they're all probably pretty old, I would guess. This was 1987, so vintage, kind of plain, black and white, but it still is a cookbook that could be used in a journal. I could take all these pages out here, I could coffee dye them. They're not starting to really brown yet or anything, but these would probably be pretty neat to coffee dye if I wanted to use them. So we'll see about that, but there's the first one. I think the rest of them are pretty cool, though. That might be the non-coolest one in here, but there's these three little cookbooks here. Let's see. So these two are Bon Appetit, Fast and Easy, Quick Recipes, and Quick and Delicious. And let's see how old these are. Kind of neat, the shape of the pages. These would be great for journals because they're, wide. So you could fold them in half and they'd be the perfect size for a nice little journal, or, to add a variety of, sizes into a bigger journal. You could just fold them in half and have a, a short page. But let's see how old these are. This one's 2001. Let's see this one. I do like that it has some color in here. And then this one is also, let's see, that one was 2001. Did I say? This one is, let me see where the date is. This one's 2000, so not vintage yet. Well, yeah, 2001, 2000. And then this one, Give 'em the Berries. It's 200 Strawberry Delicacies. Cool. This one does look old. I like the cover with the strawberries. I wish it wasn't written on. Let's see what the pages look like. They are starting to brown. Plain black and white, but some nice looking recipes in here that could be used as a whole page or cut up and made into an ephemera. So let's see how old this one is, if we can, if it has a date in here. Maybe it doesn't have a date. Here's some order forms to order more copies, I guess, but I do not see a date. Okay, all recipes here. This is recipes. Yep, recipes. History of the strawberry, and well, here's a date where somebody wrote here, 1980. So probably a little bit older than 1980, but yeah, that's a vintage one. Okay, so into the books. Here, this one looks pretty cool. Like, this is a Southern Living, but this looks older. This is one of the oldest Southern Livings I ever remember seeing. So we'll see how old that one is in a second. I've seen this size and kind of style before. This is 1987 right here. So let's see what it looks like inside. There's a bookmark there. But yeah, it looks like this. This is a big one. Here's a neat little advertisement or order form here. If to order a calendar, 1988 calendar. And then lots of recipes, black and white. There's a couple colors in here, a couple color pictures. And let's see, what was that bookmark or the mark? Somebody marking this page here must have liked a recipe on this page, possibly. But yeah, that's a big one. And like I said, I've seen those before. Haven't seen this size before. This is kind of neat. It looks older, and I like the size, you know, quite a bit smaller than that one. So there's something in here too. We'll see what that is in a second. But I want to see the year real quick. 1981 on this one. Okay. Not as old as I thought it would be, but still, let's see, there's a couple little bookmarks here. Just a marker marking the page, a piece of scrap paper marking this tuna supper page. And then here's a little baby picture. 1959, April 1959. This baby isn't that cute? That's neat. I've never found a baby picture or any black and white pictures in anything before. As far as, here's something else here. Let's see what this is. Just scrap paper with somebody's address, possibly. Okay. Any other goodies? Nope. I think that's it. Okay, cute. I like this picture. That was a nice treasure to find. Okay. I like that one, though. I like that just size and look of that cookbook. Here's a neat book. Now, this isn't a cookbook. It says Westminster Abbey on the top. Let's see what the actual cover. This is a dust cover. So there's the actual cover. This one, I'm thinking I might put this in my shop because I wouldn't tear this apart or anything. You know, it's nice big pictures, and you know, if somebody would want this, I would want to, you know, let someone have it to do what they would want to do with it. See the nice big pictures here. Westminster Abbey. Lots of nice pictures from there. That's beautiful, isn't it? Very pretty, yeah. So let's see how old this one is. Not sure yet. Let's see if there's a copyright here. Don't see one yet. Huh. I can't believe there's not a copyright in here. This is the forward, and this is the title page, but no date. Let's see, let me look at the dust cover. Nothing in the back, no dates in the back here. Let me check let's see, anything here? No. Let me check the dust cover once more here. It just talks about when it was built, but no copyright, huh? Okay, but it looks to be, you know, it's definitely vintage. You can tell, right? And it's in good shape. There's a little bit of browning on the wider pages. You can see they're starting to brown, but the pictures are all, you know, in perfect shape. They're gloss, you know, slightly glossy or glossy. I guess they're I guess I would call them slightly glossy. I'm not sure. But yeah, and these are slightly slick too, the pages with the text on them. So just to let you know, if you know, want to look for this in my shop in a little while, that's what that one looks like. Sorry, I just hit my camera or my arm there. Okay, so here's some neat looking ones here. Let's see what these are. I haven't looked at them yet. I just kind of pulled them out of the box and put them up here on my table. Here's some recipe cards, Great American. I have some like this, Great American recipes, but they're a different size. They're not this size. They're actually in a book, a binder, then you turn the pages. So, and I think they're actually like double pages, like they're connected. So they're really neat for journals. There's a recipe. And this is from a Crisco box. This is a Crisco box. That's cool. Of course, this wouldn't probably have any kind of date on it. But yeah, she saved her recipes from the Crisco box. Cool. Okay, let's see. Shall we stack them up here? I don't want this pile to get too high, so let's just go through these. Now this one looks pretty neat. It has a loaf of bread on the front. The cover has got some wear. The spine's in good shape. Oh, and it has a loaf of bread on the back too. I really like this cover. This would be a cute little journal, right? It's not tiny, but it's not huge. It's 6 1/4 by let's see. It's just barely over 8 inches tall. So this could be a cute little cookbook journal or whatever kind of journal. Age, let's see how old it is. 1974 it says right here. So Beard on Bread by James Beard. So what is this? What is this? Is this a recipe book? Or it's just all about bread? That's different, but there are some recipes in here. So it's all about bread and recipes and I guess how to make bread, wholemeal breads, so all kinds of breads. All right, that makes sense since it has a loaf of bread on the front. Fruit bread, lemon bread. Very interesting. I just really love the color though. Fried cakes, pancakes, I think. So cool. I like the knife on here and you slice in the bread and it goes over here onto the spine. So I really just like this cover though. I think that's cool. Just the way it is. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have a, let's look at this one. Julia Child, Volume 2, Mastering the Art of French Cooking. I've never run across a Julia Child cookbook before. The cover, this is neat. I hope the, I wonder what this looks like. Oh yes, this is a beautiful cover, isn't it? Oh yes, I love this. Okay, wow, let's just take this dust cover off and look at the whole cookbook front and back here. This is pretty. Look at that. Just in case it's not coming through, this is a white background with blue and red accents there. Little French cooking, mastering the art of French cooking. It's a good size, a decent size for a journal. If I were to, I'm going to have to look this up and do some research on it. But 6 1/4 by 9 1/2, and it's in perfect condition. Look at this. Spine is perfect, and the pages are all perfect. Maybe it was never used. Maybe it was just stuck in the attic all these years. The lady had told my son that the stuff in the attic, well, she moved in the house in 1960, so after that, you know, she started putting stuff in the attic over the years, and so who knows how long this was in the attic. But 1970, okay, so sometime after 1970 this was put in the attic. So it's basically a black and white inside, but it's Julia Child's recipes, I would guess. And I just love the cover though. I just really love the cover. Okay, so that's a pretty one and a nice one, and I'll definitely have to do some research on that. So this is West Market Street, United Methodist Church Centennial Cookbook, 1893 to 1993. Cool. It has a neat little picture here of a town, white on the back. So was it published in 1993? I would say, I would guess. Copyright 1993, yes. Okay. So it's from the West Market Street Church. So maybe, I don't know if it's from one church. United Methodist Church. I don't know. It doesn't have like a city. Does it have a city and a town in here? Olathe, Kansas. Here it says in here. Well, that's by the publishers though. I don't know. It's, yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to figure it out right now. But anyway, It's got a lot of nice recipes in here. It's black and white. These could totally be cut apart. Lots of little recipes or used as whole pages again. Some blank pages, that's neat. So, very cool. Okay. Here's a favorite recipes page. That's neat, something different. So, cute little cookbook. The I Hate to Cook Almanac, Book of Days, Recipes, and Relief for the Reluctant Cook and Harried House Person by Peg Bracken. Oh, cool. Okay, Peg, let's see what you have in here. In the recipes for relief for the reluctant cook. I like that. It sounds like somebody I know, me. Don't really like to cook, but I can cook. I can cook good, but I don't really like doing it. Here's something stuck in here. First Citizens Bank credit card got cut up and put in here as a bookmark. That's funny. Let's see, does it have a date on there? 1985. It expired in April of 1985. That's kind of interesting, right? This is this bottom half. Okay. That's funny. Something different. I never found a credit card in a recipe book before. Okay, so you can see a lot of black and white, no pictures really, but I like the name of it. Let me see. 1976. So it's all kind of recipes in here. I just wonder if they try to make it easy or something. Let's see. Like here's soup with 3 ingredients. Is that really right? 3 ingredients? That would be good if it had like really low amount of ingredients for recipe. That's what I look if I'm cooking from scratch. I kind of look at the recipe and see how many ingredients there are. If there's too many ingredients, I just kind of pass on it. So, okay. Okay, I only have 3 more. Got my allergies going from the pollen and from the books here. So, let's see. Now, this is another Julia Child. We'll look at that last, because that's probably going to be a good one. Great Aunt Jane's Cook and Garden Book. Sounds interesting. Cook and Garden Book. Cooking and gardening. That's an interesting combination together in one book. Okay, so unfortunately, this is stuck on here for the moment, but it looks like a plain green cover here. Let's see if the back is stuck. The back is stuck too. I wonder why. So let's see what's inside. Great Aunt Jane's Cook and Garden Book. 1976. Black and white pages, pretty much. All right. Kind of interesting, but we will see what's next. Weight Watchers Healthy Lifestyle Cookbook. Let's see what the cover, plain cover, huh? All right, here's something. A paper about, oh, this is, okay. This is different, has different names of restaurants on here. It says chains here. It must have been restaurant chains. And maybe this is some kind of score. But like here's Ham's, Hooters, Hula Hands, International House of Pancakes, Libby Hill, Red Lobster, Quincy's, Po Folks, Shoney's, and TGI Fridays. And this is from 1997. Maybe they cut it out for the recipe. Hello. There's a recipe on this side. I think this side's more interesting though. Like it has a plate and a fork and a place setting. I like this side. Okay, let's see what else we have here. So this, what year is this from? Doesn't look like it might not be too old here, but it might be vintage. All right, it should be here somewhere. No, copyright 1990. All right, Weight Watchers. Well, it has some yellow in here like that. And there's a picture. I like the yellow. Oh, look at this. I like this. Cabinet with the beans. Anything else interesting? Oh, here's I guess the title pages are interesting. A grill. Let's see what this one is. Picnic basket. Cool. A few interesting pages in here. I do like the yellow though, and these would be a neat size to fold in half this way for like a traveler's notebook size, or I don't know, I'd have to experiment with these if I took this apart. But yeah, that one's interesting. I like that. Okay, the last one, and the Julia Child. Now this one has those same markings as that other one. It's not the same book though, is it? The other one had blue with a red. This one has red with blue. And so, same title, Mastering the Art of French Cooking. But the other one, like I said, opposite colors. Okay. And this one is from 1961. And again, just black and white. Julia Child just was down to basics with her recipes and no messing around with lots of pictures, right? Okay. All right. Well, I love the cover again. So let me just show you the back too. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. I love it. It's so pretty. Okay. So that's my goodies for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. He hasn't brought me any more, so I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Since I'm not going shopping, I'll have to get creative here. I don't know if Goodwill or any of those places are even open, but I haven't even gone by because I don't want to be tempted to go in, right? So, yeah, I'm just going back and forth to work still, and that's it. So I'll get creative for next week and see what I'll do for next week, but I definitely will have some type of thrifty related video every Tuesday. And so I will see you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. And thank you for watching, and happy thrifting and happy crafting.